This is Fern from the House of Glamour. We're going to give a client a relaxer who gets it in between as far apart. So what happens in that time is her hair looks like this. If you notice in there, in that video, I took a picture with my camera, but her hair from here to here, it's like tons of like new growth and reversion from the relaxers and skip because she comes like probably once every 6 or 8 months. So, and down here, if you notice it's straight, well, we're going to try to fix that. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to show you how we're going to bring that hair to balance things out. Okay. Give me 1 second. Okay. So what I'm going to do here is show you, because our hair needs a touch up in the roots, we're not even going to touch those yet. We're just going to go where we saw that picture I showed you, from this point to this point. So get rid of a lot of that wrinkling in there. So it'll go from here to here. And all we're going to do is put it there and let it set and rest, because the hair needs to be softened up inside there, because that it's just too much of the crinkliness going on inside there. So we're going to do this throughout her head. I'm going to show you another section too. This is what you do to actually get rid of all that, what I showed you in the beginning of the film. Just go in there just like that, just right from the roots. And you just want to put enough in there just to break it down, because that's why we took that picture, so we can go in here and know where we're going back, so we won't over process anything. So, because we don't want to go to this part. This part is already relaxed. From here down, it's already been relaxed. This is just turned and reverted. So I'm going to continue doing this throughout her head. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back and show you how it's broke down. And then we're going to show you the rinse out. And then how it should look. Okay? So this is what we're going to do throughout. All right? See you in a few. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm actually continuing, as I said I was going to do, just away from the roots. And I'm putting the product just to that point, as I mentioned to you, as you see, from here to here. And that's it. And then we'll continue doing this until we're completely done. And then we'll go back and do the roots. Okay? So what I'm doing here is I'm actually just using my fingers to break this down, because this hair, it just needs to be broken down to meet up with this here, with this part here. So I'll show you what I'm talking about. Like right here, from here down, as I showed you in the picture, this is already smooth, but this in here, because of time and waiting and so forth, it was a little crinkler. So I'm just using my fingers to actually smooth this out. I'm not using a comb. I'll just have to comb my hair out of habit, but I'm using my fingers to actually get this smooth. We just want to bring this to this point, and that's it. Just keep bringing it to that point. Like, okay, so we'll do this next piece. I'll show you. And sometimes you can see little soft, little wavy pieces in there. Just use your fingers just to smooth it out. It doesn't need a lot of extreme stress with a comb. If you need the comb, go through it, because sometimes it is a little more crinklier. But to get this broke down to where we need it, we want to just continue using our fingers to break this down, just to get it smooth, so we can work with that hair. Sometimes you can't always determine. That's why taking a picture does help. It helps you remind you what it looked like in the back. So if you're doing this at home, take a picture of your hair when it's wet, the front, the side, the back, so you have an idea how much perm or relaxer has come out and how much straight ends you have left. And that does help out a lot. So notice that I just did here, I just smoothed that out. All I'm doing is smoothing. I'm using fingers to smooth. That's it. Okay? So we're going to continue doing this, and we'll be back shortly. Okay, so this is what you want to end up with when you're done bringing everything from the root area down to that section that needed it. It's too bad I couldn't really show it to you when it was actually in the crinkly state. That's why I took a picture of it the week before, because I couldn't even wet it for you to even give you an idea what to look for, because once you wet hair, you open it up and it'll break it off. So hopefully this will give you guys some general idea of how to work that in if that ends up happening to you. So just remember, you don't want to do those ends, nothing. If it's that much, don't want to do none of that, okay? So we're going to rinse out. Okay, so we did our rinse out, and this is what we want to achieve. So you saw the picture that I showed you from my cell phone that I took that picture a week ago, and this is what we brought out. We brought that from here to here to blend these things in. And of course, I didn't do it because when her hair was in a natural state, because she was coming from work, and she didn't want to look poofy. So I wanted you guys to see just how what you should achieve. And so on her next visit, she will get her retouch, and we'll know now what her retouch, where it should be. Okay, so this is what I wanted you to achieve, and this is what she has now all over. It's all blended in from that picture I first showed you with the camera picture of where her hair was smooth here, crinkly in the middle. So I'm sure you can do this at home, and I think you can do it. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and press the little bell on the side, and hope to see you again. Hope this will work for you at home. Thanks for watching. Fern from the House of Glamour. Bye.